Yes, hello. This is the simulation. Now I started it in a Proteus, and you can see every LED. I made the custom LEDs, the green ones that you can see here. Actually, I can zoom in, and it's a test program that is cycling through all of these LEDs, and let me zoom out a little bit. And I fight a little bit to find this Arduino Uno, what is called the library here in Proteus, and I fight a little bit to find a good one on shared on the internet, and I did find. I actually find two of them. This is the having the proper name Arduino Uno. From 2015 it was this library made, and now it's 2022 for the record. And I find another one that was from 2018, I think, which wasn't having a proper name. It was having a name instead of Arduino Uno R3. It was having clip. I don't remember. Blinkoino or something. A stupid name, actually. I didn't like it. I didn't trust it, to be sincere. And here are some LEDs, custom LEDs that I made on top of the, well, on top of them, but I didn't overwrite them. They are they are special library. I made a special library for this LEDs, and also for this chip, for this IC MCP23017. And here in Proteus is having a very technical, if you want, but annoying pinout. For me is annoying because I really want to see the pinout of all the chips, all the ICs. It's the technical. It's more sometimes is good, sometimes is bad. The same as pinout for the normal IC. Sometimes is good, sometimes is bad. But either way, I think it's better to have the entire circuit with the correct pin arrangement, and because you can develop something, like I'm doing here right now. I'm figuring out how it will look on the board, on the final board, how every wire will be. And it is fucking complicated because the wiring, I mean, is very, very complicated because here is, I hope you can see my mouse cursor. Let me do this for you. So this is starting here. This is number 0 actually, and then is going to here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and then the 8 is starting at GPB0. So at B0, this is the 8, which is this guy here. So this is 1, which is, or 0, 0, and then 1 until 7. This is 7 here, and this is GP0 here. And let me go back. So you get the idea. Yes, these are all how is called port A. This is all the port A. Let me go back and kind of delete everything. And oops. And this is a B0, which is the 9th pin, because here are 8. So this is the 9th pin. I believe I said 8th pin. And B7, not you, this guy. So B7 is this guy, which is the 8th in the row, and the last one. And if you count 8 plus 8 is 16th. So this is the 16th. So this is the proper order, what I'm saying here, what I'm showing here. This is the actual proper order, and the wiring for the proper order of everything is like a big fucking swastika. And I have nothing against swastika. It's a piece of history, but here in my design, I don't really like this over, you know, everything is passing over, everything is a mess of wiring. Is Why did you make it like this, microchip? I really don't like it, this wiring. But this is for a proper arrangement on on a proper breadboard. Not breadboard. On a proper board with the tracks, with track board. But I will actually use wires because I will make it from cardboard with metallic pads on that I insert in the cardboard. You know my technique already. If you don't know it, go back and search it in my many movies. I'm showing it already, the technique I'm using. And actually I will use what was the dimension, 0.25 I think it was, millimeters, so a fourth of a millimeter thickness of the wire. So it will be the wire will be as thinner than the pin of the chip. Actually it will be very thin. The copper wire is very good insulation. It's having extremely good insulation. I was complaining every time that it's very hard to get rid of that insulation. And yeah, this is it. This is the project. Actually let me stop it and show it very quickly. I did manage to figure out. Actually, I never used this Arduino in my life, but I managed to figure out in the Arduino software, you have to compile it as a hex file, the program, and then you have to save it. If I have a lot of stuff here. Make abstraction of everything. So what I did, I think this is the test program. So this is the hex from inside the Arduino program, and I made this hex file. I move it here. I copy it actually here in a very easy to grab, easy to access, very short root. See, I made a folder called 0 in it, and then from this very short route I navigated from Proteus and loaded this hex here, and unbelievable, it worked from the first try with other LEDs that I made. And then I got hero. I got into the hero mode, and I made my custom fucking LEDs because those were a bit too big. The default one are a bit too messy, a bit too big, you see, and I had to make a bit more distance, to make them more distanced than it should, and that's why I jumped to make a custom LEDs that will, that are resembling SMD LED. That's my point. They are not that bright. They are bright enough. I mean, yeah, it's good enough. But the official red, green, LEDs that are here in Proteus, they are more better than what I did here. I recognize it. I'm not good on making LEDs in Proteus, but it's working. And the entire program is working. The MCP23017 is working as it should, as in reality actually, and that's good. That's why I started all of this, is because all this circuit, all this simulation in Proteus right now is to plan ahead how to make the board with 8 MCP with 8 chips like this, and how the wiring will be, because it will be custom wires, especially on here on A0, A1 and A2. I will have to insert the 3.3 volts for specific a number of the IC. You know the thing from the previous. So I will not speak about that, but it will be very, very custom and very a jungle of wires. It will be again here on the A011, A2. Right now is very easy, all to ground, but next it will be a bit more complicated. Not that much, but it will be. I think I will. I believe. I think I will insert a voltage regulator to 3.3 volts. Also here in the circuit, in the final and general. This is the general circuit that I'm building here. Also the final one in a sense. And I will include that voltage regulator as well. Doesn't matter what I will use, is only the component arrangement. And also I didn't mention this. I did mention it. I think I did. The MCP, I had to redesign the IC as well to make it with the correct pins as it is in reality. It was all fucked up here in in Proteus, because that is the technical, more technical view. It's easier to connect, but really it's not. Some ICs are easier indeed to connect by scrambling all the pins around to put them where you think is convenient. But having the chip with the correct pins on it, I think it's a bit a better approach on designing. It's more intuitive like this. You can actually do it like you are doing it on the board itself, the final board that you will make, the final product that you will make. So pretty much I believe this is it about this project. About this stage of the project, because this is a stage of the project, and is the simulation stage for specifically for how to arrange everything. And also I did a bit more than I should. Imagine in the beginning I had to redesign to make my own fucking components, which was challenging, but not impossible. So yeah, it's good enough for me. All right, this is it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you like it, and leave a like there, and see you later. And thank you very much again. Bye bye. And now I have to to remember what the button is for stopping the movie. Now there it is.